Morning. My daughters tell me I don't smile enough, so let's get that out of the way, okay? I'm pleased to announce this morning, in fact, I'm excited to announce this morning an agreement between the City of Houston, its police department, and its rank and file representative, Houston Police Officers Union, have reached an agreement on a benefit package. And let me just stop and tell you from a personal perspective. Things like this don't just happen. It's about everyone being concerned, using their experience, and being on the same team. Yes, we had negotiating teams from the city and the union, but we all had the same goal, to thank our rank and file police officers that go to work each and every day and have been underpaid and underappreciated by the City of Houston for many, many years. As chairman of criminal justice in the Senate, I had the opportunity to work with the rank and file and the leadership of HPD and the union. I've been very blessed to have personal relationships inside HPD and the union. And quite frankly, that is why I left the Senate and ran for mayor, to make public safety this city's highest priority. And this is a huge step of showing the rank and file our appreciation for putting their lives on the line each and every day. And friends, we have to compete with departments across the state. We were having serious issues with recruitment, retention, because Fort Worth, Austin, our local partners, the villages and others, were giving better benefits than HPD. This is a process. Quite frankly, it started during my campaign. The understanding that if we do not improve public safety, nothing else matters. You know, we had 30 solid waste vehicles on last Wednesday's agenda. Of course, solid waste and garbage pickup is an essential service. Broken water mains, I could go through the list. Health department, affordable housing, the things that I deal with on a daily basis. But it starts with public safety, recruitment, retention. I've already gotten a text this morning from a veteran officer that says, no retirement for me now. I'm here for 3 more years. Our best recruiters are the active officers. We're already hearing they're reaching out to their nephews, their family members. We're reaching out to our diverse community since this became available to the members yesterday. I'm excited. I'm excited for the rank and file, and I'm excited for Houstonians because it starts with taking care and appreciate your officers. I get angry when I see everyone get behind our rank and file when there's a tragedy, a loss of life among our ranks. We need to thank them while they're active officers and thank their families. I want to thank Doug Griffith, president of HPOU, had his union members as his highest priority, and public safety. The department, Chief Diaz, Chief Harden, I could go through the list of officers and their respective jobs and how we reach this. Deetra Norris, assistant city attorney, was at the table. Melissa in finance, my chief of staff, our rank and file in the mayor's office. So it's an exciting day to become the best paid first-year officers in the state of Texas. And we're not through. We have a 5-year contract, 10% across the board in the first year. I asked them to hand this out before we came in so you'll witness why I'm so excited and pleased for Houstonians and officers. 8% in 26, 6% in 27, 6% in 28, 6.5 in the 5th year for a total of 36.5% over 5 years. This is going to improve public safety. In any job, particularly when you are putting your life on the line, morale matters. And morale is good in HPD. But this is reaching all-time highs. They want to work for Mayor Whitmire. And make sure you say John Whitmire. Because we really have a partnership with our first responders. I appreciate public employees, having been one before I entered the legislature. They do not get the recognition and appreciation. Whether it's our municipal employees, the housekeepers that keep this place going, our firefighters, our first responders, certainly HPD that we're recognizing today, that's my commitment to making this city work better, and it starts with your employees. So, best package in anyone's memory. Doug laid it out to his members yesterday. They're excited. The command staff is excited. And best to speak to the benefits and what it means to this great city and this department, I'm going to ask Chief Diaz to come speak. And let me just also say, it starts with leadership. I think I have the best police chief in America. You know, there's not going to be any suspended cases under this chief. He holds people accountable. But the officers, when he and I patrol this city late at night, and we'll be out there tonight, officers want to work for this chief. And they thank me on a regular basis for his common sense, crime-fighting approach and backing his officers up when they're doing the right thing and holding them accountable when they're not. Chief Diaz.
Good morning, everybody. Thank you, Mayor. Thank you for the kind words. It's always hard to speak after the mayor because he says everything, right? So, but I'll be brief. I want to thank our partners in labor. They've been phenomenal. I want to thank the remarkable executive team, our fantastic council, Ursula Williams. It has truly been a Herculean effort, but we have been very professional with one another. This is generational for this police department. We have 2 young cadets who are in the academy now to my right, and this will be generational. This will be life-changing for these police officers that are about to come to work for us. If you're watching me and you're at other police departments or you're considering being a police officer now, consider HPD. Be the blue, be HPD. That's my message to you today. Nothing is going to give you more aliveness, more depth, or inspirational energy than coming to do this job. Mm-hmm. For the guys and girls that got off on night shift last night and day shift that came on, we're here for them. We are service-driven. This office is expected to be service-driven in every aspect of the police business. So, Mayor, thank you for the hard work, right? It's a 60, 70-hour work week for both of us, and we're here to serve. We're here to lead, and I can't thank the community enough. We go to every community across town, and we're met with high fives, some hugs, a lot of love, a lot of smiles, but mostly we're met with a lot of prayer, right? So this office is here to make this community better, to make this community safer, so that the future of the community is on solid ground and is poised into the next decade professionally and in a well-staffed police department. Thank you very much. I'm going to yield to Doug.
Let me say something before I bring up Doug. From a personal standpoint, we wouldn't be here without HPOU. And let me just tell you the background. I've been the voice of the rank and file in HPOU for years in Austin. In 1998, I was on their negotiating team. And we disagreed often with the city attorney. You know, if you're not careful, egos get involved. But in this instance, Doug and HPOU knew we had the same goal. What is the very best benefit package we could get for officers, our recruiting, our retention, and we could not have done enough without Doug, his team, the rank and file. And he also knew I had another responsibility, to be fair to the taxpayers of Houston. I've listened to them. They are applauding today because we're putting their tax dollars where they would place them as well. Doug, thank you for your leadership, and I look forward to working with you.
Thank you, sir. I appreciate that. And as I get started today, I just want to first thank the rank and file of the Houston Police Department. Those guys have been working far too long, short-staffed, underpaid. You know, some of our equipment isn't the greatest, but they go out there every single day and they still do the job. They don't want to leave this profession. It is truly a calling for most of us. And I want to applaud them, first of all, because without them and their hard work, we wouldn't be here today doing this contract. And then the mayor has stepped up and stopped kicking the can down the road, started putting his feet first in front of him and working hard to get us where we need to be as an organization. The chief has been outstanding since he's got here. The rank and file love him. They love the changes that have come within our department. Thanks to him and his command staff have done a phenomenal job. The negotiating team, Deidre Norris was amazing. Ursula Williams, everybody across the board. I can't thank everybody enough for the support. The citizens of Houston have truly stepped up and supported this organization better than any city in this state and in this country, and we are blessed to be here. So thank you for giving me this opportunity.
Thank you. Chief, you want to speak
Sure.
to our, you can call Harden,
Yeah, Thomas Harden.
and then you can move into our Spanish-speaking residents.
Like I said earlier, the negotiating team for us just did remarkable. So I want to bring up Thomas Harden, my executive chief, who is instrumental, who's been here 23, 24 years of his life, and is focused on the next 15 years for this office to be remarkable. So, Thomas.
Thank you, Chief, and thank you, Mayor. You know, my message today, my distinct honor and privilege to be part of the team that helped negotiate this contract for our officers with labor and the city. It is a group of people on both sides that are fully committed to what is best for the citizens of Houston and our officers. Director Williams, Director Rhonda Smith, who's here somewhere, Chief Cephas, Chief Colley, Chief Anderson, and a whole host of people behind the scenes that do all the math and help us understand what's possible and what's not. This is a monumental, generational contract for our police department that will carry on for a very long time. Our compensation package for our younger officers has been choking our ability to recruit and retain. We have people that leave routinely to go to other departments when they have 5 years or less. This contract, and thanks to the mayor and his team and our support from City Council and the support of the citizens of Houston, will change that. We deserve to be paid like the 4th largest city in the country and the 5th largest police department, and this contract does that, and I couldn't be prouder to be a part of it. For the officers that show up every day and work currently, not just the ones coming or in the academy, it's a calling, like Doug said. Okay, they don't show up for the money. They show up because they want to serve the citizens of Houston every single day and make this community safer. For that, Chief and I and our entire staff are proud of them. We show up every day to do what we can to serve them, and they deserve to be paid commensurate with what they're doing right now. Okay, we are extremely proud of all the men and women that have signed up and do this job every single day before this contract, and we're happy for them now after this contract. So, if you're not an officer and you have a heart for service, or you're working somewhere else and you have a heart for service, and you want to be a part of a purpose-driven department that shows up every day to be the best guardians of this city that we can be, hpdcareer.com. Come join us.